We know how Rookie plays LeBlanc, right? He'll sit and hide in a brush. Twisted Fate can ruin that. So this screams to me that they want to go for that LeBlanc pick. This time around, though, LGD have to ban this Varus on red side.
Will be the Varus ban. Aphelios picked up. More than likely going to see the Ezreal locked in for LGD here. I mean, it's kind of the obvious choice, but I think as well then we get into that territory of what we want to see paired with this. Could be a jungler lock in here for Peanut as well. I really liked the Kindred in that last game. I think it worked super well. It looks like we might be getting more of the Troll Kingdom instead.
Kramer could be getting a little bit of the hope treatment, though, because we saw what Rookie does on LeBlanc to Ezreal's in the series against EDG. We'll see if that's going to actually be locked in, though. Karma take it here, I'm assuming, for Shea.
So I like this from LGD because you've got a bit of flexibility with Karma. You can put a top kind of for Longxing, but mostly it's Shea and Mark that you can flex between. You either have this super strong poke lane in the bottom side, or you can just tend straight into that poke style of composition, depending on what Invictus game you want to go for on this first round of picks here. I think still locking in a jungler here for Ning is not the worst idea. I loved his Lee Sin against EDG, and I think again this could provide some real strength. The only issue here is if you go towards that LeBlanc pick, I think you can still have Shea go towards something like the Galio, and then you get into that similar boat of, okay, Shea's everywhere, he's taunting anything that comes near, we don't have anything to deal with it as IG.
The big question to me is, do we see the same bans here from LGD on towards the mid laners in the second phase? And I expect that we will, so it's going to be a lot of onus on Rookie to find something deeper in his champion pool to carry on. In the meantime, though, LGD going to go back towards this Trundle. You'd expect this to be locked in, honestly. It looked... I mean, Trundle has just looked pretty solid in general on this patch. There's very few negatives to locking it in.
And even with the nerf that went towards him, that little bit of a movement speed nerf, he's still looking really good.
36% win rate. Maybe it's not looking as good as I thought it was. It's
still looking good, as the champion in general may not have picked up as many wins as it would like, but definitely the champion is still fine. And again, we've seen Rookie left to the end. They're going to just ban him out. I'm sorry, Munch. I'm sorry.
Why are we seeing Karma? I wanted a brawl, Dagda. I don't want Karma. I wanted to see something. Well, obviously the Twisted Fate was banned. I was hoping to see Shea on Twisted Fate against Rookie on, you know, Syndra or something. But it's just not happening here. Bard taken away from Mark, which I can totally understand that ban, honestly. It was Mark played the Bard incredibly well.
Yeah, I mean, it gives a nice engage tool / disengage tool as well. And LGD haven't really decided what way they want this composition to go. It's nice to just get rid of things that can mess you up a little bit. So Bard going to be banned away. We'll more than likely see something tended towards Shea in that mid lane, just to try and get Rookie into a really nice spot, because you are going to have to pick your mid laner blind here. So Rookie could go towards something like the Zoe. We've seen him play that before. Something alongside the Corki as well could come out in the mid, but we'll have to see what they do decide to go towards.
LGD banning away Chase from the Shy here. It's kind of an interesting one, but it is his go-to blind pick in the top lane, so it kind of signals, hey, look, we're not going to lock in our top laner yet. We want a counter pick, and we don't want to go against this Chase.
So now LGD will more than likely be looking to lock in that top laner, still keep the flexibility of this Karma, but we could see them just go towards a jungle and try and make sure that Longxing does have a nice time in that top lane. But looks like Renekton could be our blind here.
Yeah, they do have their jungler already locked in there in the Trundle, so the Renekton comes on through. And now we'll have to wait and see. We could see a Quinn. I'm just saying, Quinn is available. It's great into Renekton. We've seen the Shy do it. Literally this split. It would not surprise me at all.
It does fit into what IG like to do, right? Where you now want to go super heavily on that top side. The Shy loves his AD carries and crunchables as
do you know what, Dagda? I'll be the analyst for this game.
Okay, I'll let you go for it. Go for it.
I'm a genius. No, but they're not even going to lock it in. All right, well, I'm going home, boys.
Getting baited.
Just as I start to gloat. Oh well,
you never count your chickens before they hatch, man. This is why. This is when you come into drafts. You gotta wait till that lock in. But I do like it here. The Shy now with this Gangplank will go very well against Renekton. It can do a lot of work. It also can do pretty well against if LGD are going to go for this very kind of poke-orientated style and just having them slow down, try and kind of back a little bit. But yeah, this is a IG kind of going for all-in engage through their Thresh, through Lissandra, and trying to have the Shy and Puff be these carries in the later points of the game.
I like this Lissandra coming out from Rookie as the final lock-in here. We saw Knight playing the Lissandra. Lissandra was actually banned away from him by LGD in game number 1 of this series. We've seen Knight using it. Really can facilitate early aggression, things like your tower dives, because you can just lock people up under the tower.
So LGD right now have gone for a front-to-back team fight, but definitely the problems that you have with Renekton against the likes of a Gangplank and a Thresh are going to be alleviated somewhat with Shiai on this Karma. He can speed up Peanut and Longxing, and it means that in a style of composition where they would usually struggle, they should be able to get on towards IG and actually get into the fight, especially if you consider Yuumi being paired with either Longxing or Peanut. This becomes a super potent engage tool that LGD can use. So IG will be looking to see if they can have good ultimates coming through from the Gangplank, if they can create some space with Lissandra, or at least freeze a couple of these tanks that are trying to get in so they can operate properly for Puff on the back line.
Honestly, it's strange to me seeing IG draft these team-style compositions, you know, drafting for these fights and for coordinated engages. But with a Lissandra, you do have to bear in mind this is a roam-heavy champion. This is something that Rookie can abuse the rest of the map, which obviously when we think of Rookie, we think of him in the 1v1 in the mid lane. So very much a style change for IG coming into this series. Peanut looking pretty pleased with how this draft has gone. Looking confident as we move in towards the game. His arm folded. I feel like Mark is a very confident player. You know, when you look at where he's come from, the team he's joined, the people he's with, every single time I see Mark on the screen, he's constantly vocal. As the support player among 4 Worlds attendees, it's honestly inspirational to see him so confident.
Yeah, and it's good to see him as vocal as he is. When he was on DMO, it was Mark in that bottom lane when he was paired with Gala that really impressed me the most, and especially stepping away from working with Gala, who he's been paired with for years now, back since 2018 on the Son of Dragons LDL team. So seeing him now step into his own and working well with Kramer is fantastic.
Kramer's certainly appreciating the support in that bottom lane, but it's time for game number 2, boys and girls, of Fight Night. It's LGD 1-0 up with the Karma in the mid lane.
I think I'm going to have to break your heart a little bit.
They're fighting already, Dagda.
I don't think we're going to have
Fight Night, baby.
Fights. I don't think we're going to have fights. I think we're seeing very similar to what LGD, well, what IG were running in the last game for LGD. Where
I saw this chart and I was like, oh my god, it's so what? It's only 7%. It's actually, it looks a lot worse than it is. But hey, the Colonel, he's liking the look of IG's comp right now.
I think it definitely does scale relatively well, especially when you look at LGD, who are going to be orientated towards this mid game. With Longxing getting, well, pretty much past that 2-item spike, that's when IG will be coming online a lot more, about the 25 to 30 minute mark. So you do have this opportunity where LGD can look to exploit that early strength that they have. But once we go towards super late with Gangplank, with the Felios, it will be IG that can have a good time in just the amount of damage that they can churn out.
So standard starts here. Is Ning going to be beginning on the top side of his jungle leashless, so nobody's going to know quite where he is. And Peanut on the opposite side of the board as well. So we'll see where they are going to path, whether we see any action out of them in the early game. On this Lee Sin, though, Ning certainly has the opportunity to try and push an advantage early on.
Peanut has an opportunity to play towards that top side as well. Renekton great at setting up ganks, and the pillar does mess with Gangplank because the whole idea is get rid of the CC with the oranges.
Straight in onto Rookie. He doesn't have the glacial path available just yet. Shiai knows that he can force the issue on this one, and Rookie is taken down for first blood by LGD.
LGD innovating on who they want to put in the ground on IG. Every other team has gone for the Shy, but LGD realized they need to get Rookie down. And now, already 1 kill over to Peanut.
And you know what? LGD, first blood 70% of the time, and it's Peanut 100% of the time. Still keeping that title. And he's feeling a little bit like Jankos at this point.
It's a lot higher for them at this stage. It was 70% starting this series. He's now gained 2 more first bloods for himself. So Peanut doing so much work for LGD in these early stages. And now he'll be in such a strong position from this jungle. Has set him a little bit behind when it comes to just clearing out the jungle, but he'll be able to match that up. And then with that gold advantage that he has, be in control versus Ning.
It's Gangplank for the Shy. Not really a champion that you would associate with the Shy. And obviously you can have a lot of strength, especially in the early laning phase. You are kind of a pseudo-ranged champion, so you can often get a lot of harass down with your Grasp of the Undying on your parlays. But ultimately, Gangplank, it's a scaling champion. It's not something that you pick for the early game power. It's something that you're looking towards influencing the map with your ultimate and scaling towards late game team fights.
As you said, that influencing the map point is really interesting because Rookie, if he can get out of lane and go for these dives around that level 6 mark, they can do a lot of work with that ultimate from the Shy, the Cannon Barrage, but you already see Peanut going topside.
Shy could be in trouble here. Nice dodge from Peanut. Flash, but he doesn't manage to get the stun down. Oranges, so it's going to be okay. But the Shy has already flashed. I think he might just fall on this one. Bite on through, and Lang Xing with a kill as well.
And there's that combo we were talking about. It's so difficult for the Shy on this Gangplank to escape away from Peanut. Usually you're fine as Gangplank because you've got that CC removal, but the pillar just stays. It's just a nuisance, and the Shy can't escape.
I love, did you see that? Just after the play, Peanut is waiting just off to the side. He's like, the Shy might TP for this. I know the Shy. Just in case, I'm going to stick around.
He will walk back to lane, though. Will lose out a little bit to this turret, but not too much when all is said and done. So Lang Xing find himself in a nice CS lead, but a nice, at least, advantage in this top side now off of that kill.
Yeah, he's going to find himself first blood on the Renekton, and suddenly that matchup doesn't feel so good for the Shy because Renekton is going to do a whole bunch of damage once he gets himself an item or two.
And think about when we get towards Rift Herald as well. Now you've got Lang Xing, who's already going to be in control, has picked up those Ninja Tabi, so making it very easy for him to go against this Gangplank now, or at least easier. So when we get to that Rift Herald fight, you can have LGD look to control it with Xie and Lang Xing.
Xie going to get a root here onto Rookie, and that means he can set up a Q. The minions are going to block it, so unfortunate for him. But ultimately, Rookie on Lissandra before level 6, all you're looking to do is just clear away waves. But honestly, this Karma, while we're talking about it as a supportive pick, and it is towards the late game, actually has a lot of lane presence.
And its mid-game is very, very strong. It's, as you said, when you get to that later portion where she can't do quite as much, but when you've got those empowered Qs, the empowered roots as well, she's shielding herself, getting a bunch of healing back, it becomes really difficult to try and play against it.
When we look at the top lane, though, right now, the Shy has a massive CS lead for himself, doing a really good job of zoning Lang Xing away on the Renekton. Even though he got that kill early, he's got Ninja Tabi for himself, it's still going to be difficult to get close to the Shy. And in the meantime, Ning and Southwind just going to start this dragon off, deciding Peanut can't get in here.
Yeah, this is something IG are very good at, is realizing we've got a pushing lane on the bottom side. We can get Ning in to get these dragons. That's why they've got the highest dragon control in the LPL right now. And it just sets them up nicely for when they get towards that 18 to 21 minute mark and you've got that third dragon spawning. They're the ones that are in control of it. And especially when you're trying to enable at least a little bit Rookie and maybe trying to find some picks using the Shy's ultimate and using Rookie at the early stages of the game, having a bait of that dragon can help out in trying to bring LGD into a fight.
Peanut looking to make more happen around the map, but yeah, Puff kind of disrespectful here. Obviously, he's got a Thresh, though, so he's going to be all right. But you do always have to be a little careful. Against a Trundle, he can just pillar your lantern.
Yeah, he'll be fine, though. You can see Southwind waiting until after the pillar had gone down to use that, so we'll be safe. Now, again, though, Peanut super active in this early game. Won't be able to get anything mid, but at least help Xie shove in and get the bag.
Yeah, I'm just going to try and force the minion wave in. Xie should be able to just queue the backline in a second as Rookie is looking to just clear these minions out. And once you get a little bit of AP behind yourself, once you get in towards that level 10 mark, Lissandra is so good at just clearing the minion.
The thing is, though, Peanut has spent so much time in and around these lanes and trying to at least babysit this early stage that he's put himself pretty far behind against Ning. He does have that kill, but when it comes to the gold that's going to come from the CS and jungle camps and those levels, it's all in favor of Ning. So now when we're starting to look towards some of these other objectives like the Rift Herald, this Lee Sin is going to have a bigger impact, especially since 20 seconds from now, that Rift Herald is going to spawn.
Rift Herald could be point of contention for both these teams. Bear in mind, both Trundle and Lee Sin are going to do fine in the early stages, so they're quite happy to scrap. It's going to be down to the rest of the team, and when you've got things like the Gangplank ultimate, things like Rookie's ultimate as well on the Lissandra, there's a lot of power there.
There's a big thing here, though, that Xie has just got his back off. He's running to lane, so he's going to have a back buy advantage over Rookie. Could look to try and use it now, but Rookie's moving towards his top side.
Langsheng and Peanut are already here. The Shy's going to be fine, though, and Rookie with a flank here. Southwind moving in as well. Peanut going to be rooted to start this one off. Gangplank ultimate used, as well as everything from Rookie, but here's Lissandra, so he don't do a whole bunch of damage. Parlay going to come on through. No, just out of range of Peanut, who's going to charge away. Rookie's cooldowns will be coming up very shortly, and flashing from Ning to shut down the troll and make him look like Shrek at this point. Ning going to back away from this one. Rookie didn't have the damage to take down Langsheng, but that's going to open up this Rift Herald.
And that's the combo that we were talking about, where if you're able to shove in this lane as Rookie, you can get out and move. Works super well with this cannon barrage, and it will mean the Rift Herald will go over towards Invictus Gaming. Puff and Southwind even moving up towards this mid lane to make sure that you're not getting anything traded back on LGD's side.
Really nicely done from IG, because they needed to make something happen in this early game. They needed to start to find themselves an advantage, because it was all about Peanut to start this one off. So I'm excited to see Ning grabbing himself a kill here and challenging Peanut. You know, when you think of Peanut, you think of one of the best junglers in the world. Ning stepping up.
The Shy, one of the best top laners in the world, getting caught out again, though.
He's going to flash away, but the pillar is there to slow him down. He's going to do a lot of damage here, and a TP being channeled by Rookie. He's going to lock up Langsheng. No, maybe Peanut. Maybe neither of them. He's a little bit too late.
Hey, you got the flash, you got that teleport as well. You're happy as LGD. And Shie now kind of hovering. Not sure exactly where he wants to try and join in here. But it's again just putting a little bit of pressure towards this top side.
Nicely done there. Oh, the turret plate goes down there, but I don't think anybody got the credit for it. So the Shy going to walk away empty-handed from that one.
This is a great start for IG, though. I know we're still looking at the gold being dead even, but the gold is onto the key member, which is the Shy in the top lane. And as this Gangplank starts to scale into the later stages, and you're looking at LGD that are going to be very telegraphed in the way they want to engage, with Langsheng and Peanut running full gusto into them, you set yourself up for some great barrels, you can set yourself up for that cannon barrage, and if the Shy is able to uncontested, or at least keep himself in a relatively good state moving towards this late game, he's going to be an issue for LGD.
And we have to remember as well that Puff is on this Aphelios, right? So ultimately, when we talked at the start of today about Puff has been stepping up this split, it was on this Aphelios that we were talking about. This has been the pick that has really stood out for him. When we were coming into this series, hang on, Ning is making a move here, but Peanut's here to answer. Jumps away with a safeguard. Dragon's about to spawn Dagda.
And this is why IG can play towards this bottom side. You can put the Rift Herald down, look to trade aggressively on these turret plates in the bottom lane, but it looks like LGD aren't really sure if they want to try and contest it, especially with the tier and the calling Kramer's pocket. He's not really able to deal the damage you would like, so IG can turn towards this Dragon if they want.
And once again, there is a ton of power on the IG roster right now when it comes to these ultimate combinations. And they know that Puff is a lot of the strength on this team, so they're going to try and set him up with a Rift Herald here, give him a bunch of gold. He might just be able to finish that one extra plate off as well. So very nicely done here from IG. They also get to move on towards the Dragon. Langsheng looking for a 1v1 onto the Shy in the top line as well. He's going to go for the Dominus. The Shy, no flash available. Cannon barrage is there. Good amount of damage traded back. Flash forward though from Langsheng to get the solo kill on the Shy.
And that's what we wanted to see from Langsheng. I'm getting feelings of when he was Xiao Al back on Suning. You put resources into this guy and he can make magic work. Gets the solo kill, now starting to turn this lane around, and it's going to be LGD looking for a little bit more in this mid lane.
Root down onto Rookie, but Rookie's going to jump back on forwards. This is not a fight that you want. Shie's going to flash himself away. The Dragon's Rage is there with a red buff, and another kill for IG. That's 2 in the books.
And there's nothing that Kramer's ultimate can do there. They're not even low enough. IG turning that around. So Langsheng getting one in the top. We're getting some turned around in this mid lane. It's a little bit back and forth in this game still, Munch.
Look how close this was as well. Shine nearly finishes this one off. A nice flash there. And he kind of baited him, right? He pretended he was walking away. He wasn't walking away.
It wasn't at all. It was just a case of, come on, this shot. It looks so juicy right now.
He knew it was fight night. That's what was going on there. He was going to walk away. He was like, wait, it's fight night. I've got to fight. Goes in, gets the solo kill onto the Shy. And as you rightly say, it feels like Langsheng is back as Xiao Al. It feels like this player of old that when you give him the resources is going to carry the game.
And that's why I felt like he got a lot of flack when Langsheng was on RNG. Because he was not getting resources funneled into him. Everything was tunneled into Uzi in the bottom lane or Xiaohu in the mid, but Longxing was left to be this weak side top laner, try and survive on his own. And yes, he learned how to play that style, but originally that was not the case. He had FLICKR who was playing consistently towards him on Suning, and now we're getting the opportunity where when Peanut does give resources into Longxing, we see flashes that brilliance.
Puff is going to be locked up here. True Shot Barrage not going to be quite available yet, but Xie is moving in. Puff keeps himself safe. That was a beautiful Moonlight Vigil with the Severum there. And just excellently played from the bottom lane of IG here.
Heal and flash burnt though, so now he's going to be a little bit careful underneath this mid lane, or bottom lane turret.
Peanut wants to make a play as well. They're going to try and clear things up. Oh, Puff is solo flash forward! Kramer making the plays happen. 2v2.
Said he had to be careful. I didn't think it would just be Kramer doing it himself though. Flash instantly from Peanut as Ning tries to go on top of him. But still, LGD picking up the kills. They'll get some of these, well, turret plates are now gone, which means potentially with multiple members moving down here, they can just take this turret.
This is absolutely beautiful stuff from LGD. They're finding advantages and they're taking it toe-to-toe, but it's 2 dragons for IG right now. Next one in 2 minutes as well. So LGD, they've got to start to get these Infernals for themselves.
And that'll be a nice little pickup for LGD, a poke composition. Well, not a poke composition, but definitely a team with a lot of poke in their comp. Can do a lot of work with these Infernal Souls, or Infernal Dragons at least, but IG looking to make sure that by cracking open this mid lane turret, they can get some deep vision, which makes it a little bit harder for LGD to operate, because if you're able to spot out the potential of how LGD are moving through their own jungle, the pick potential between Rookie, Ning, Southwind will take on a new level and be very difficult for LGD to try and get away from when you got a cannon barrage on top of you as well.
Puff's in trouble on the bottom side. His whole team is in the top lane right. That pillar is just perfect from Peanut. And they're going to give the kill over. Nope, taken by the subjugation in the end, but Kramer would have loved to have it. He's going to move away in the bottom side. It was traded for a tower, though. So Puff, not the end of the world for him, but ultimately, he would have loved to survive.
Kramer's going to go back with a lot of gold, though. That gold just popped, and he's got the assist plus some Terror plate or Terror gold as well. So although IG are going to be able to pick up this Rift Herald, now that Iceborne Gauntlet is fully complete on Kramer, Xie has that Athenes and Holy Grail as well. This is going to be this next dragon where LGD can really fight.
How come LGD don't contest for this Herald, Dagda? Because it was Peanut completely alone, and important to mention, they had vision. They had a ward on that, so like they knew everyone had recall. It's
trying to make sure that if you're trying to fight right now, especially for second Herald, we oftentimes end up in these big 5v5 fights. Kramer's sitting on literally enough gold to full buy an Iceborne Gauntlet. You're not going to be able to try and contest that. They needed that cult to pop, though, to get to that. So instead, they're investing in this next dragon fight. They're not worried about Rift Heralds. They want dragons.
Well, that's going to be on the map for them in 20 seconds. And IG, they've got all their ultimates and they have a big old combo available to them. You'd expect that IG are not going to be ones to allow this one to go. This could be the moment. This could be where Fight Night really kicks off, Dagda.
We got to get it at some point, right?
To be fair,
it hasn't been.
We have had a little bit of Fight Night this game. You know, Kramer jumping forwards to get a 2v2 kill.
A couple of jabs, try and feel
with the 1v1 in the top lane. We've had a little bit of action as well from Rookie and Ning moving around the map. But it's been a lot down to Peanut that's setting the pace. Actually, they're moving up towards the top lane here. Langxing's in trouble, getting already down to half HP, and Rookie is going to move in. Flash to get the Glacial Tomb. The root is there as well. They jump on in, and Langxing is cut down.
Langxing is gone, but the dragon is still on the cards. LGD trying to keep Ning out of this pit.
Ning wants to go for it. Sonic Wave in, not going to be able to get it. Dark Passage, just to pull himself to safety as well. Valiant effort.
Look at topside though. IG are still pushing. They're looking for this tier 2 right now, and if they may be able to get it, you have the Triforce procs there, but maybe not. Either way, they're still putting a lot of pressure here, and you just got Rift Herald timed out. I'm not sure if yeah, just put it down there in this mid lane. So again, across the board, IG are putting pressure.
And that's not even going to buy time. They're going to just back away. So getting tier 2s down low at least. It's not ideal for IG, but you know what? It's still a win on the board. Peanut going to be hooked on in and taken back by the rest of his team here. Puff has to jump on out on the Dark Passage as well. Moves up with the rest of his team. So LGD, they've got full vision on this one. Langxing could look to flank.
You don't even need to go for the fight. They can just take this mid lane turret. That's really the prize that they want here.
Peanut looking for a 1v1 with Ning here, but Ning's got some reinforcements nearby. They move in towards this mid turret, but we mentioned it before. Rookie has a ton of wave clear. Kramer with the cleanse keeps himself safe, but that's going to get dicier and dicier as the game goes on.
No cleanse now for Kramer, and not a fight anyway for the next little while, so can wait until that cleanse does come back up. But still, you see IG playing keep away from these structures. They really don't want LGD to be able to get down this mid lane turret quite yet.
It's one thing that is worth mentioning as well. I don't know if we'll see it this game. I don't know if it fits the composition. I suppose you could tell me, Dagda, but Lissandra can function similarly to the Twisted Fate in kind of a split push role. You're very, very safe with the Glacial Claw, and your wave clear is insane.
She will be used a little bit in that respect to just try and create numbers advantages. We talked about the potential for a very pick-heavy style with IG if they want to play around this Lissandra and this Thresh in the early stages of the game, even Ning to a certain extent with the Dragon Kick. So I think you will have Rookie playing towards a little bit of that, but it's not to try and take down these structures. It's more to try and drive, as you can see now, Xie towards the top lane and give the opportunity with that teleport, with this mobility on Lissandra, to catch out LGD in transition.
Well, this bottom lane tier 1 for LGD is about to get taken down because the Shy's moved on in. And realistically, there's no way to protect it. Well, he's gone Grasp. Obviously, you then go for the Demolish as well. So he's going to have a lot of pressure. And ultimately, when you look at the composition, when you've got the Shy, on Gangplank, when you've got Rookie on Lissandra, they can actually go for somewhat of a 1-3-1 if they want to try and create pressure around the map.
Definitely the Shy can, and at least he can poke underneath these structures and push Langxing back enough that he can try and take towers. But we'll have to see. Hook goes wide there. But you can see LGD are on the move. And at the end of the day, it's only really the Shy who has pressure to take structure. Xie has too much wave clear. Langxing is going to struggle both against Rookie and the Shy, but at least he's still able to clear these waves somewhat effectively against the members of IG.
Drake's up in 2 minutes, and you can see Rookie recalling. I think he's going to move over towards the rest of his team. Kramer nearly caught out. That would have been a Graviton Moonlight Vigil, importantly. So that would have been a kill if they could get the pick. But Kramer's going to be okay. And look at the cooldown on his cleanse. It's about 2/3 done at this point. So by the time that Drake comes up, cleanse will be available.
And we're really hitting the point now where Xie would love to finish off this Ardent Sensor before the next fight kicks off. You become so strong when you're given this burst of attack speed plus that magic damage to everyone on LGD, because Peanut can use it, Langxing can use it, even Kramer as well can get a good amount of burst out of that. So I'm hoping he will be able to get back just for LGD's sake, because you want to be hitting these two items very strong right now, but because he's invested in the Magi Soul Stealer, that Ardent Sensor is slightly delayed.
I'm really curious if IG can win this game, if IG can look decent in this series, this style of gameplay could be a really good thing for IG. Rookie, is he going to look for a 1v1 here onto Langxing?
I'd be surprised if he did. No, they're both going to back, but this isn't dissimilar from what
ships in the night.
This isn't dissimilar from what IG played against EDG. It was just Rookie was on a more potent pick-orientated champion in the LeBlanc and was able to make some of these plays work. But in this team, it's not Rookie who can just solo out someone as effectively as he did. Instead, he needs the help of the Shy's Cannon Barrage, of the other members of IG to be working in conjunction with him. But
hang on, we've got a TP here from Rookie. You mentioned the other members. They're going to gang up on Langxing right now. Once again, the Glacial Tomb, the route to follow as well. Langxing has a good amount of damage himself. Rookie will survive at the end of the day, though. Now, trading in the mid lane here. LGD realize they've got to do something about this one because they're going to lose the tier 2 in the top side.
LGD approaching towards this Baron. They're a bit worried about when you've got an Aphelios there. They know he's more than capable of taking down that structure. But Rookie does manage to get the top lane turret as IG run.
This is 4v4 right now because Rookie is nowhere near. Bit of damage onto Peanut from the Shy. And LGD, I think, realizing that they have to back away from this one. Infernal Drake is up on the map.
Langxing has teleport, but he's not up for 10. So LGD would love to have one member go over and solo that dragon, but the risk here is that IG, especially with the guns that Puff has available right now, just turn towards the Baron. They need to be so careful in not over-committing, because against EDG, IG were able to sneak so many of these Barons.
They're looking towards it. The Colonel on his Kentucky Fried chart is looking good for IG right now as Puff begins spamming those chakrams right now. This Baron down to half HP. Langxing has already TP'd in. That will be spotted now. 3,000 health on this Baron is going to go down. He's going to be kicked out of the pit. Peanut denied. Moonlight Vigil goes in, and it's a kill for Ning as well as they move on forward in this fight. Peanut trying to escape from this one. He's quick, though. Won't be able to get away with his life. Slows from Rookie, but he's going to be fine to walk away once again. It's going to be a Baron and a pick for IG.
IG do a good job of jumping all that burst onto Langxing, getting rid of the Croc, and then LGD have to run away. Ning as well, getting Peanut away from the Baron was so crucial there, and this is what we talked about. You end up committing so many members of LGD to the Dragon. IG sneak the Baron.
Do you know what? I remember when Baron was a respected objective. I remember when Baron was difficult to do at 20 minutes. That feels like a distant memory at this point, Dagda. Just about every team, every single game I have to worry about 20-minute Baron.
I mean, between Azir, Aphelios, and everything else, but as you can see there, good kick from Ning to separate out this fight, and this is how strong the engage from IG can be, especially with Puff. Runin's Hurricane now completed. He's really hitting his stride, and unfortunately, without some of that poke from LGD landing before that fight kicks off, this composition just doesn't quite have enough to get it over the finish line.
Doesn't quite have the power just yet. Langxing is not having a fun time. And well, 2 and 4 now on the Renekton. He's just consistently being caught out. Southwind, what a hook onto Kramer there. No follow-up available, but he's got a blast cone because we're on an Infernal Rift, so he's going to get away with his life. Or is he? There's a lot of chase down potential here, and Kramer knows it as he jumps on forward. Slow onto Ning here. Cannon Barrage won't be able to do all of too much. Final chapter to deter the engage here. Southwind falls. Ning might be the next target as Rookie starts to run for the hills himself. Glacial Path will pull him away, but Peanut is trying to head him off. In the meantime, Baron recall from Ning is going to go through at the last possible second. Rookie jumps back in, but he's taken down by Peanut.
Look at the base, though. You still have Puff pushing. Same with the Shy in the top lane. They only get one tower. LGD, they get the kills. They need to get more, though. And bottom lane turret seems like the structure for them.
They're moving in towards this tier 2. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to finish anything off, though. Puff's already on their way alongside the Shy. Ning is in a position where he could flank if they overcommitted here. And so LGD just have to settle for a red buff after all of that.
They do get some kills back in their favor, though, which can help with this death stance for Kramer and getting some of these items across the line. But honestly, LGD, you're starting to run out of time here. The Shy has gone this full crit Gangplank, Infinity Edge, Essence Reaver. He will hurt so much if these barrels connect. Same with Puff. He's now going towards that death stance, decided to pick up an agility cloak, but going for the Caulfield Warhammer instead. He realizes that, look, these fights are going to be long, they're going to be drawn out. I'm going to get so much value from this death stance.
So the Shy, we just saw the animation there, has just finished his second stack of doubloons. So his ultimate is only getting stronger at this point in the game. He's going to be able to do a really, really good significant amount of damage because he's finished that Essence Reaver as well. So the crits are going to be massive. We're getting to the point now where teamfighting looks good for IG.
It definitely does, but you can see here still that even with the Cannon Barrage down, LGD are still more than capable of chasing straight through it with the speed-ups from Xie, with the arcane shifts from Kramer. So if LGD are able to get a straight-up fight where they're already positioned to get some poke, like right now, they can win fights. It's more about IG very quickly closing this gap, not allowing LGD time to poke, and potentially having Rookie split push in the top.
There are no teleports available for the side of LGD. Rookie's not going to commit for it, though. He knows Langxing is missing right now, so decides to back away. There's still half a tower.
But the thing is, Rookie has some great teleport wards that he can go to. Actually, may have just timed out, which is unfortunate, but he would have been able to get into this river in a super good spot to collapse onto LGD and set up that big engagement we were talking about. Now, though, they got to play it a little bit more honest. Push back, give the space to LGD, and make sure they're not taking too much damage before the 40-second mark.
This is so tense between these two teams right now, because IG, the IG I know, probably would have made a play for that tower, right? Probably would have made an aggressive maneuver around the map to try and find an advantage, but clearly respecting LGD here with Dragon coming up in 20 seconds as well.
Langxing's teleport is now up and available, though, just before this Dragon starts. So there is an opportunity here still for LGD to fight while keeping control of this top side. Rookie hiding in the wings, though. All this vision on the top side has expired because there's no Baron. So This is why Rookie knows he's free and won't get caught out sneaking into the back line.
Infernum available here for Puff, so a Moonlight Vigil could win the fight here.
Ning actually uses that Scryer's Bloom to spot out where the vision is for LGD. They don't know Rookie's here.
Rookie's moving in, the blast cones helping him find a way on towards the fight. Dragon going to be started though. Launching behind the situation. Dominus popped. He's going to jump on over in a second. Ning wants to finish this Dragon off with a fight. Already going the way of IG as they get onto Xie and Kramer. But Kramer's still surviving, still full HP. Xie forced out of the fight here. The Shy gets onto Peanut as well. They're looking to cut down some members. They got themselves the Dragon, and now they want the fight. Kramer over the wall. Langshin gets into the backline, but he's just not tanky enough. It's going to be the support falling in trade for a top laner. The Shy survives after a beautiful flash, but Kramer's still going. Shut down by Puff, and suddenly Xie completely alone.
There's not enough damage in the tank for LGD. They can't take down the low health members of Invictus Gaming. And out of nowhere, IG, with all these items bursting from their backpacks, would take the fight. They take the Dragon, and they're looking to keep going. Teleport coming in.
Baron's about to spawn in
Teleport
2
from the Shy.
seconds
They
time.
got Xie.
The Shy's found Xie as well. This is just a consolation prize because they were going for Baron, but they get a Xie on top of it.
Peanut is up though. He is running straight for this objective. It could turn down to another smite fight, but it's not been even. Peanut, after these early game shenanigans we talked about, looking to help his laners, finds himself a level behind his opponent. He needs to make the miracle play, but he's in lane. He can't even get there.
Not to mention, he's against Lee Sin. That's great in these smite fights anyway, so it's basically impossible. Let's take another look at this, because this is beautiful from IG.
Look at the Kramer getting caught out by that hook. Forces him to go way far back. And remember we were saying, look, LGD, you want to start poking, you want to start getting this damage down before these fights kick off. Well, Kramer getting hooked there was the go button for IG. Cannon Barrage down, stop the retreat paths. They dive onto LGD, and right here, just not quite enough damage to finish off some of those members. Kramer getting baited into this fight, and IG come out on top.
Beautifully done. And do you know what? Kramer got out of that fight, and then he jumped straight back in, chose to try and make the play for the game. Didn't work out for him, and now LGD pushed against the ropes in this one. They're 10,000 gold down. Infernal Soul in 3 minutes, but they've got to deal with Baron first.
And it's not really that we're looking at Rookie in this game for IG. It's Puff and the Shy who are so far ahead right now. You've already got that the Death Dance, the Ruin's Hurricane. Almost got that Death Dance as well completed for Puff. He's going to be so difficult for Longxing or Peanut to try and take down. So you're relying now on trying to kill Shy, Ning, Southwind while Puff is just free firing this whole time. But for LGD, they don't really have the damage to very quickly burst down these men.
And I mean, we saw the damage out of the Shy on Peanut during that fight. This Gangplank is monstrous at this point. We're going to have an inhib tower falling already here for IG as they just muscle their way into the base. It feels like LGD don't have much to say about it. Flash from Southwind.
The poke is working though. Look at the poke from Kramer. They're trying to see if they can keep IG away from this.
Peanut, get out of the fight. The Shy says no, kicks him out as they take the inhib, and now they get to go wherever they want on the map.
IG playing this so calm and collected. Not, as you said, the style that we were expecting, but still this pick-orientated composition working for them in the early stages. Now that we've got to the point where Puff and the Shy are fully online, they are happy to team fight. Rookie, the engage tool alongside Southwind, and it is so difficult for LGD to fight back.
And I love that we're seeing this adaptation out of IG because clearly they've figured out how to make it work a little bit at least because this game is looking good for them. Against a team that we know for, Kramer's been caught. Does manage to get himself out with the Arcane Shift here. Ning can't find a Sonic Wave in the meantime. Peanut has to sacrifice himself to save the AD carry.
And how many times have we talked about Kramer getting caught out? Poor positioning, walking in the wrong place the wrong time. Once again, he ends up gifting a kill over. It's Peanut who ends up paying the price for him getting caught.
And he's going to be in a little bit of trouble again there. Cleanse used. Mikhail's still available. So he is still Ezreal. He is still practically invincible. Langshin is not, though. Taken incredibly low and forced out of the fight. Redemption here to keep everyone from IG nice and healthy. And just this limitless pressure is unrelenting from IG.
And it's not going to stop. You can go for this bottom inhibitor now as you force LGD back. You've got this Dragon that's about to spawn in 40 seconds. So you've got options here as IG as to how you want to go. I don't think they need to try and force the issue right now. You just back up and go towards this dragon. I mean, you're even going to get the Shy clearing the top wave.
And we could see IG try and threaten in this bottom side, threaten onto Nexus Towers to allow the Shy to get on towards. Oh, they don't need to. They're going on Langsheng instead. He's already so low on the Croc there, but he walks away with his life. In the meantime, the rest of IG going to walk away. Final chapter's not really been hitting the mark here, pun intended. As Kramer has to back away from this one. Flash from Rookie to try and start the fight the way they need to. Kill onto Xie. Ning doing all the work on the back line as IG has set up for success here with the all-in composition. Kramer forced away, and they're on towards the Nexus Towers here. Peanut wants to make a miracle happen, but he's not got the HP to work with, and the Shy is large and in charge, walking this one home as IG take game number 2 of Fight Night against LGD.
IG will push us to a game number 3 off of what was very coordinated early game play to set up these picks, find the plays on towards Langsheng in the top lane.